What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Deconstructing Topic Podcast. My name is David, and I'm your host of this wonderful Deconstructing Topic Podcast. And we're doing a podcast out in New York City, like always. And today is the Puerto Rican Food Festival in 116th Street here in Harlem. And I just hope that I don't get, little pause, how can I say to you, what's the word that I'm looking for? There's a lot of music in the background, so, those little strikes where you say, hey, listen, you didn't get permission, but, hey, I have no control because people are here in the beautiful New York City, beautiful day. We're doing a little a weekend thing, and it's interesting because we're doing this podcast live through the Podbean app. Please hit the likes, hit the comment. Please feel free to share because we're doing it. I'm over here doing my thing and networking and all that good stuff, because there's a lot of mind-liking people like me, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that need mentors. They need somebody that think more independent on their own. And who better to think that, hey, Deconstructing Topic Podcast, let's make it happen. But I take time because, I don't know if I have spoken about really where I'm from. I'm here raised in New York City in the Bronx. And I was born in Puerto Rico, the little island of wonders, beautiful people, beautiful sun, beautiful atmosphere, beautiful of everything. Ya tú sabes. Bueno, estamos aquí haciendo este podcast. Maybe I throw a little Spanglish going on here. But I'm over here in 109 on 110th Street. 108. I think I had a little bit of Bacardi shot. So I might be a little bit feeling good. And not looking double, but it's just so much going on. But I'm over here in this little park enjoying Tito Puente Way, enjoying. So a lot of times, people ask me, like when I talk about Puerto Rico, I take pride on where I'm from, obviously. Everybody should take pride from where you're from. And if you're a Puerto Rican, New York Rican that was born in the United States, but your roots are Puerto Rican, show that pride. Let's make it happen. So I had to kind of pause the little podcast here because I had to step away from the music. Beautiful music, but again, I don't want to start getting that little thing going on. Hey, copyrights is what they call. But we're making it happen on this Podbean app, and we're making it happen on this podcast. And, my background is this. Born in Puerto Rico, came here as a young kid. But I can't say I came here. Well, my family came here. I just went along with the ride. And it's one of those things in life where, I could just say that everything happens for a reason. And for me, the transformation on who I am as a person and who I am that will be, a lot has to do with the fact that I was that situation where I was born in Puerto Rico, pure-blooded, and raised in New York City. So I learned a little bit of both. And sometimes what happened is this: I love history and I love a lot of stuff here. But I'm one of those people that would say to myself, like, hey, listen, we got to make it happen because, hey, it's only us that we have with each other, and we have to definitely make it happen. To give you a little background, I'm very pro what they call independence in terms of the independence of Puerto Rico. I support it, but I also support what the people want. What's better for the people, unfortunately, what's better for the people sometimes get manipulated by these corporations, people with an interest, and they forget about the regular common person. I always said to myself, think independent, think on your own. Don't depend on people like that. And obviously, I might sound a little contradictory because, hey, listen, Deconstructing Topic Podcast, the way it grows is because I got to depend on you, my Deconstructing Topics family. But it's one of those situations where I tell people, is that you have to think on your own. You have to think independent. We live in a beautiful country with beautiful people, but the people that run this country, they don't care about the interests of the American people. They care about the interests of the elites. And unfortunately, those people get in power because you think that they give you an illusion that you have options to decide who's going to be the next president, the next politician. But in reality, it's an illusion. You feel me? But we doing our thing, so I'm taking this thing because I love music. There's music in the background. Salsa, reggaeton, bomba y plena. Just plena, just bomba. there's a lot of beautiful music salsa came from New York City, actually. But there was, before salsa, there was other means of music in Puerto Rico, but still, the salsa influence was just too deep here in New York City to kind of ignore. One of the things in Puerto Rico, it's the music and the dancing and that culture. I mean, it's very vibrant. There's a lot of cultures, a lot of tradition out there in different countries that are vibrant, but the Puerto Rico, oh yeah, hey, listen, I'm gonna be a little bit biased, but my Puerto Rican man and woman, they looking like, yo, mommy, yo, papi, you know what I'm saying? That's my people. We got beautiful people. There's beautiful people all over the place, all over America, but yo, my Puerto Rican peoples. Let's make it happen. Puerto Ricans coming to the United States goes all the way back from the 1930s. The whole situation with Puerto Rico and United States started in 1898 in the Spanish-American War when United States defeated Spain, you know, or whatever happened there. And part of the 1898 Paris Treaty, Puerto Rico became part of United States, or let's just say belonged to United States. So was Philippines, so was Cuba, and so was other countries or other parts. But Puerto Rico and my people, we have kind of fought for self-identity, but unfortunately, you know, a lot of times we kind of lose an identity because a lot of people, a lot of Puerto Ricans still feel that pride of soy boricua, deja eso, pero they still want to be part of the United States in the means of being a state. And like I said, I support the independence of Puerto Rico, sovereign state by this means. Think on your own, be on your own. Because United States, Big Daddy, sometimes Big Daddy ain't good for us. Big Daddy be doing some dirty stuff. You already know what's going on in the Middle East. And I said we can't be part of that. But then again, I support lo que dice el pueblo. I just know that whatever it takes for us to be better, collectively, individually, I'm there to support. And this beautiful day, I'm doing this podcast, and it's just bringing me back. I think this is like perhaps the first or the second time. But if it's the first time, beautiful day. Beautiful day. Because I think what it is that in my young days when I was little, my mother would take us everywhere. And Jesus Christ, everywhere and everywhere. Whether we was in Puerto Rico, she took us everywhere. Whether we was in New York City, she took us everywhere. So much love out there to my moms out there. Ya tú sabes, mami. Much love out there to mi familia, mi hermana, mi hermano. Y la familia, mis hermanos y mis hermanas de corazón que vienen ahorita. They coming later to enjoy this festive, beautiful day here. One of the things that I also want to say, because again, I was going back to that little how we got here is 1898, the Spanish-American War. Then there's a couple of stuff that happened. There was the Operation Bootleg or Bootstrap, and basically, in a way to kind of say, okay, we're going to help the overpopulation of Puerto Rico back in the 1930s or 40s. We decided to say, let's send Puerto Ricans all over the world so they could be working in other places. So you have a diaspora, you know, that word diaspora, which means a cluster of groups, Puerto Ricans, Hawaii, you're going to find them in New York City, obviously. Chicago, shout out to Chicago. I see you. Florida, Orlando, you already know. We got Texas going on. We got those Puerto Ricans that serve in the armed forces, whether you were drafted or not. You know, we gotta remember those, because we also gotta remember the story of the Borinqueniers, Regiment 66, and what happened in the Korean War, where they were charged with, they were charged with a war, and basically it's a whole situation. That's a whole different podcast. I apologize that I'm throwing a little bit of arroz con gandula, a little bit of everything, because it's the Puerto Rican Day Festival here in New York City, so a little bit of everything. I think I got Bad Bunny in the background somewhere singing. Yo, for those people, Bad Bunny, one of the most known artists, beautiful music. So you already know with that situation. La salsa with, how can I say, I grew up with Hector Lavoe and those people, so shout out. Unfortunately, many people, salseros, have passed away. Because in New York City, you know, New York City, look, I tell you, New York City is that place where it turns good people to bad and bad people to good. And if you was bad already, you'll be better. If you was good, then you'll be gooder. But there's a lot of things to do in New York City, and a lot of people just fall into the cracks, and literally in the cracks of drugs, alcohol, and all that. And hey, listen, when you have a little bit of liberty to do so much here in New York City, you do it, you enjoy it, and you make it happen. That's for sure. I came here in the late 80s, I believe, if memory serves me well. So for the most part, I grew up here in New York City. But a lot of people be like, damn, you still speak el español bien, como que si tú naciste allá and just came here yesterday. That is correct. I conserve my heritage, my tradition, my language, my culture very well. Because of that, I just have a fond memory. The other thing too is that every time that I go to Puerto Rico, there's a lot of stuff that I do, and I show love to my local people. And for those people en la independencia de Puerto Rico, or esas personas que have that conscience to think on your own, to think free. And you already know, I just went to a little shop there. They had the free Palestine flag. I showed support there as well. Because, hey, listen, and in this world, what's going on right now in the Middle East, shout out to those people out there. Because, you know, we need to make things better, for sure. And in this country, like I said, they manipulate you to think that there's a two-party system. And then they throw you with this person that is going to destroy democracy. But democracy will be stolen once you put those people in power. Doesn't matter who. But woo! I'm about to get this party. Well, the party started with me already. I ate a bacalao. Bacalaito is fried catfish. Jesus Christ, that thing was so good. You have alcapurria, which you basically mash plantains. You put some meat inside, and you're fried, and you're deep fried until it's crispy. And when you eat it, it looks, you know, it has like the size of a little cigar. You know, and then when you eat it, you know, just to have an idea, it's very nice and brown and crispy. So I enjoyed it. Got a little Bacardi action going on here. Wait a minute, I'm supposed to say Don Q, because Don Q is the original. I'm not gonna say original. I'll take it back. Don Q is one of, in terms of versus Bacardi, Don Q, if you haven't seen it, it's a Puerto Rican rum. Bacardi's not. Bacardi's from Cuba. They got to Puerto Rico because the intervention with United States and Fidel Castro. So that's another whole different topic in itself. So I'm enjoying that. In Puerto Rico, I saw the stand of piña colada. So piña colada is a cocktail which could be drank with rum or virgin, meaning no alcohol. And it's basically a smoothie of pineapple, which is piña. Colada means it's what's the word I'm looking for? Jeez, I can't believe I forgot the word colada. But it looks like a smoothie, basically. And then with some coconut flavor inside there. Oh, it just tastes beautiful. I mean, it just tastes beautifully good. You know, you put a little bit of rum on that sucker, maybe a little, spike it up a little bit. I'm trying to stay away from that sugar stuff today. Because, you know, over here I see that the bathroom stalls are a little bit limited. So, be making it happen for sure. But that's just a little background so that people can have an idea. Because I really, you know, when I introduce myself and I talk to people about what I am, I'm from Puerto Rico, basically. And just to have an idea, I'll be moving like, whew, the energy is there, Boricua, all that. We got our national animal, or the national animal that represents Puerto Rico, el coquí, a little frog, beautiful frog. If you ever go to Puerto Rico, people should go. If you're listening to this, go to Puerto Rico. Don't go to Europe. Europe don't deserve our money. Go to trips where people, you know, go to South America. Go to places where our people's at. And in the island, when you go in Puerto Rico, and you might find it in other places, shout out Hawaii, Dominican Republic, in the night, you're going to hear that little frog. It's a little natural wet frog. You take that shit outside of its habitat and it'll be dead. The coquí goes, boop beep, boop beep, coquí. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. But much love out there, you know. So are we doing something? Absolutely. I'm not, you know, I just ate that food and I'm full, but I'm trying to make my stomach a little bit, you know, Put some space in it because I see some arroz con gandules. That's another dish there. Rice and beans. Arroz con gandules is yellow rice with peas. We got the pernil, which is the pork shoulders. And look, let me tell you something. You know, there's some Puerto Ricans out there, and I'm gonna call some fake Puerto Ricans out there, to be honest. When I tell people that I love lechon, and you're gonna come and tell me, oh yeah, I love pernil, yeah, pernil. And I'm like, okay, the pernil is the pork shoulder. The lechon is the whole pig. And when somebody tells me that it's the same thing, I'll smack them right now. Whoever's listening to this and say, oh, but ain't that the same? It's not. The pernil is the pork shoulder, which is a part just like a ham. The lechon is the whole thing, the snout, the ears, the eyes, the belly, the ribs, the tail, the legs. I want my lechon. Woo! That's how we doing it. You know what I mean? And that's how I'm gonna leave it, because I see some people, they're waiting for me, they're waiting for my love, they're waiting for my presence, my energy. This is Deconstructing Topic Podcast. We doing it. Yo, we doing it crazy. Let's make it happen. I'm out of here. Peace.